Thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of.
Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Today's video I'm sharing with you a day in the life. So that's gonna have some motherhood motivation, some cleaning motivation. I'm also sharing with you my skincare routine. I know a lot of you have been asking about that, so I'm sharing that in today's video as well, and anything else that we might get into today, so I'm gonna be sharing that with you today. I also want to mention that today's video is in collaboration with my sweet friend Sammi over at Managing the Maze. So I will go ahead and leave a link to her channel. If you will please go check her out. If you don't already know who she is, please do so. She makes really great content. She does day in the life, grocery hauls. She even has a lot of cooking content, so if you're ever in need of a new recipe, she is definitely one of the places to go. So go check her out, go show her some love, tell her I sent you, and say hi to her in the comments. Thank you, Sammi, so much for doing this collaboration with me. Okay, one thing before we jump into today's video, I do just want to say that if you are coming over here from Sammi's channel, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new here in general, my name is Bethany. I am a stay-at-home mom to two sweet babies. I have a 3-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy, and it's busy mom life, but here on my channel you can find tons of cleaning motivation. I typically do weekly grocery hauls. I do day in the lives, which will include canning, gardening, your normal day in the life. I even share some prepper content from time to time as well, so you can find all the things here on my channel. I hope that you guys will stick around and join my YouTube family, but really, let's go ahead and jump on into the video. Starting out today's video, it is 6:30 in the morning. I am always up before my kids. Depending on when my husband has to go to work that day is what time I'll get up, so that could range between 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning. It just depends, but I get up and I make him lunch and I make his coffee and send him off to work, and then I will make my coffee. Every morning I put collagen powder in my coffee and creamer, and then just get to making that and enjoying that for the morning. But once I get my coffee made, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little clip of the indoor garden and just kind of how that's growing. I actually harvested the lettuce that was in there recently, so the lettuce is not in there anymore because it was going absolutely crazy, so I needed to harvest that. But everything else in the garden is doing really well and growing so big, so you're gonna see that here. While I'm having my coffee in the mornings, I will go ahead and sit down with my Bible and I will read or Bible journal or just write notes down. Just kind of depends on how I feel for the day, but this day I was literally just sitting here reading through the chapter. I had made it all the way through the Bible front to back recently, and I just started over, so I am back in Leviticus and just taking it each chapter by each chapter, day by day, because even though you read through it once, you will be astonished at how much you learn the next time you read it, and how much you you just didn't recognize or learn the first time. Like, I feel like every time I read through the Bible that I get new information every time I read a new book, and so that's always exciting to me. So I'm just taking some time this morning to read the word and highlight anything that stands out to me, write down any notes that come to my head, and just enjoy some quiet, having some coffee and reading the word before I get started on making the kids breakfast.
Promise I won't forget. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna this done, so baby, bye. It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it.
I went in to check on my babies and see how they were doing, because now at this point it was 8:30 in the morning and usually they're up by then. And so I went in their rooms and checked on them, and they were not up, but I went ahead and got them up and asked them what they wanted for breakfast. They both said pancakes and fruit, so they are still actually relaxing in their beds, kind of waking up while I get their pancakes started. So I just go ahead and mix up some pancake batter in this little like pour spout cup thing. I don't even know what it's called. It's something you put syrup in, syrup dispenser, I guess, I don't know, but I mix it up in there because they really like these little small like 50-cent piece size pancakes. And then I cut them up, add some fresh local syrup to it, and then I gave them a side of grapes, pineapple, and watermelon for their breakfast today, and they enjoyed every bit of it.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do.
Now that I got them situated eating breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and head into my bathroom and just get myself ready for the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you a little bit of my skincare routine. So the 3 items I use all the time is this facial moisturizer, and then I make my own facial toner. So I use that, and then to actually wash my face, I use the Neutrogena Gentle Facial Cleanser. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. This is just what I do. I've had a lot of people ask to see my skincare routine, so I just figured that I would show you guys in today's video what I do. Sometimes I do this in the shower at night, sometimes it's in the morning. It just depends on if I got it done the night before, which this day I did not. So I'm doing it in the morning, and sometimes it's nice in the morning when you just need to wake up and, you know, want to do a little extra something for yourself. So I'm just going ahead and wetting my face, getting it all warm with warm water and opening the pores, and then putting on this facial cleanser. And then I will go ahead and just wipe it off gently with a washcloth. And then once I'm done wiping it off and getting my face all clean from that, I will take a little cotton swab and I will put my facial toner on that I make. Give my face a good rub with that everywhere. I make it with witch hazel and a mix of different essential oils, and I've used this for years. I've done the same recipe and it always makes my skin feel so good and refreshed. And I've noticed a lot of like dark circles and things, like they have gotten better over time of doing this. I still have them, but they've gotten a lot better. And then once I'm done with that, my face is dry. I'm going to go ahead and put on my moisturizer, and I'm actually almost out of this, so I need to go ahead and get some more, but I'll go ahead and put that on, and that will be it. And I will do a little bit of makeup from time to time. Sometimes I don't wear any at all, but I am not somebody who wears foundation or any of that, to be honest. You could give me the contour, the foundation, the blush, and I would probably look like a clown because I never do makeup like that. I literally will do maybe some liquid eyeliner from time to time, mascara, and that's just about the gist of it. I've never been somebody who's been a big makeup person, so I just do the basic and do a little bit on my eyes and then brush my hair, brush my teeth, and I am ready to go for the day. So I usually will go ahead and make the bed after that and then tackle any other tasks that I need to do. After breakfast, I'll go ahead and tackle some dishes just to get those done and out of the way before lunch. That way, whatever I'm making for lunch, I just have a fresh kitchen to go ahead and get that done. But I noticed a few things that needed to be restocked today as well in the fridge. So I'm going to go ahead and just restock all of our water bottles and get that done. From time to time, I just walk around the house and just kind of see what needs to be done. I don't always have a routine or a checklist that needs to be done each day. I just kind of walk around and see what needs to be done, and I needed to restock the water, and then I also really needed to clean my stove. I want to do some canning today as well, so I'm going to go ahead and get this stove cleaned off and get this nice and clean so that way we can start on all the other things that we're going to do in today's video. Our day in the lives look different every single day. Sometimes we're out and about and we're not home much, and sometimes we're home all day. And recently the air quality here has been so bad. We've been getting the after effects of all the wildfires in Canada, so our air quality has been like 200 plus and in the red. And so when you go outside right now, it just literally feels like somebody is squeezing your chest, and it does not smell good outside. It honestly smells like burning plastic or burning chemicals. It just is not appealing. So we've been just kind of hunkering down and staying inside, trying to breathe the best air we can with having our air purifier going and things like that. So it's been just a few days of being in the house. We're ready to get outside, but whenever it gets a little bit better, we will. So if you're in an area where you're dealing with that too, or you have been in an area that you have dealt with that recently, I am praying for y'all, because it is not fun, and hopefully it all will pass very, very soon. And if any of you are in Canada and you guys are dealing with that, I am just so very sorry, and I'll be praying for you, because it is just so detrimental. I can't believe that it is still going on. But now I'm going to go ahead and can. Like I said, I'm always trying to find something to do. So I noticed that I had some diced tomatoes down in the prepper pantry, and I had plenty of them. So I'm going to go ahead and make some pasta sauce with these today, and the Mrs. Wages seasoning mix. So I just needed 6 cans of the diced tomatoes, 1 package of the Mrs. Wages pasta sauce mix, and then a 1/4 cup of sugar. So that's all we're gonna need to whip up some homemade pasta sauce, or semi-homemade because we're using canned tomatoes, but ideally I would use tomatoes from my garden. They're just not ready yet, so eventually we'll get there. But today this was a fun little task anyway, so I just went ahead and put all of the cans of tomatoes, I drained them and then put them in the blender, blended them down and put them in a puree, then went ahead and added the 1/4 cup of sugar to the pot, and then added the Mrs. Wages seasoning. give it all a good stir. I brought it to a boil, and then once it was up at a boil, I simmered it for 25 minutes, just stirring occasionally, making sure everything is good and mixed together. And that's all I did. And then put it up in my jars, and it's ready to be canned. I like sharing canning with you guys. It's something I'm so passionate about and enjoy so much. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing these, and you never know, I'm going to be canning something different all the time. I just really enjoy it, and I can't wait for this year's garden to produce whatever it's going to produce and be able to put food up that way as well.
Even if the sky is falling down.
While the pasta sauce was finishing simmering, we went ahead and had some lunch. We just had a charcuterie board today, and once we were done with lunch, the pasta sauce was done. So I'm just gonna go ahead, put that in my jars, clean my jars, like the rims, and get the lids and rings put on, and then I can water bath can them for 40 minutes is what it said on the package. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Smoke is it the print you wanna leave behind? Get all those cold eyes cold looking, but saying bye bye bye. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, remedy, remedy.
Every single one of these jars came out so nicely, looking so beautiful. Every lid sealed, so if y'all are in need of some good canning lids, definitely check out 4Jars. I always have a link down there with a discount code. I am not sponsored. They just gave me that for you guys, so if you ever want to check it out, it's always in the description box. I just want to thank you all so much for being here. It means so much to me. If you're new here coming from Sammy's channel, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you will stick around and join my YouTube family. If you're in need of prayer, please leave it down in the comments. I would love to say a prayer for you. Until I see you in the next one, I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye, y'all.